Mabuhay, Kamustika, welcome. How are you? This is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. Do I love my Filipina or her body? And why would I ask such a question? A popular topic that has been around a long time with foreign men and Filipinas, that's women from the Philippines, is, does she love you or your money? You hear that all the time. At least I do. I have probably made a video on that myself. That's a fair question, but since I am more concerned about what the foreigner thinks, I wanted to turn it around and ask the question, do I love her or her body? And I will answer that personally. Please subscribe to Love Beyond the Sea for information to help a man who is thinking about getting to know a Filipina that he can marry someday. Comments would be great. Don't forget to get notifications for upcoming videos, and remember to click add to complete the process. I've got over 1,000 videos now broken down into categories, with playlists. So I encourage you, if you're serious about trying to find somebody overseas like a Filipina, to subscribe here. And there's so much information. I've got several hundred topics left to do, so I just want to keep cranking them out. So, do I love my Filipina or her body? The problem with questions like this, does she love you or your money, or does he love her or her body, is that it assumes one or the other has to be true. I've always told men that needing financial security is always going to be front and center in the mind of the Filipina overseas. But that does not mean it's the only reason that she chooses a particular man. In the same way, of course, a foreigner is going to marry a Filipina for her body, let's be real, for her looks, for her skin, could be for her height, could be for her hair. That's just the way guys are. But naturally, he knows he needs more than that in order to have a good, lasting marriage. Nothing better than that. In both, character will determine if they have made a good choice. I was attracted to my wife when I discovered her profile back on March 17th of 2015. In fact, she had just signed up on the website Christian Filipina, and I have an affiliate link below in the description box. So recently, she just had signed up so quickly that the profile itself had not even been approved. It's like I was there looking for profiles, and boom, her picture shows up, and it's really too early to know much more than that. All I saw one morning before going upstairs after a work break was a photo of her. I liked her photo. I was so distracted, I thought her name was Asia, not Isa. Her photo caught my attention. I sent her a wink, just shows I'm interested, and thankfully she was there and winked back. I sent her a brief message that I had to go, but would call at lunch. And she reminded me that would be about 1 o'clock in the morning or so, maybe 2 in the morning over there, and she wasn't feeling well, but she was willing to wait for my call. Wow. Well, I didn't want to put her out, so we set up a chat for another day. Before even seeing her profile, at least that's how I remember it, I knew right away that she was more than a pretty Filipina. This woman was already displaying some character by being willing to stay up and communicate, even though she wasn't feeling well. And I know a lot of guys now that they seem to be having trouble getting women to go to camera and to chat for enough time. But that wasn't my situation with her. When I was able to see her profile, she seemed like someone I should get to know more. And in short order, we were engaged and married 54 days. But there was no way I would go across the world to marry a woman I had committed to before meeting in person if I was basing a relationship on just looks or her petite body. If a Filipina loves only the guy's money, she will ask for this money early in the relationship and continue to work him. She won't likely ask questions to learn about what makes him tick, why he likes what he does, why he works where he does, what his future plans are, etc. Now, Filipinas, many of them need the money, but you want a woman who wants you to know that she can fend for herself. If you're married, well, that's a whole different situation. But until then, she's going to want to show you she can take care of herself. So I loved my Filipina's, body, and I loved her. Now, if I just loved her body, you know what I'd probably be doing? Asking to see her. Well, I wouldn't, but some men do this. They ask to see the body of the woman on camera, nude photos maybe. I'd want to see her wear certain things on the webcam, probably mention her physical features to butter her up. If I wanted to love more than that, I would want to know what kind of morals she has, what kind of faith she has, what she thinks of the idea of marriage. What were her parents like, her upbringing, what she wanted to do with her college degree if she has one. I'd want to know if she's a complainer, and is she generally cheerful, and so on. So I can tell you that the attraction was just, was more than just physical when I met my love beyond the sea.